Autism is a disorder that causes certain behaviors in children, that they have issues with being able to deal with their family members and their surroundings.
Presents to me as someone who seems more introverted than normal, less socialized than normal.
We also use autism spectrum disorders. It's a general term for complex disorders of the brain development.
Essentially, there's two components to autism spectrum disorder. One is that the individual has some limitations when it comes to social communication or social reciprocity. And the second criteria is repetitive behaviors or insistence on sameness.
Having repetitive behaviors, hand flapping, putting cars or blocks in a certain row, and also being able to interact with society.
The prevalence of autism is about 1% in the general population. It's 4 times more prevalent in males than in females.
It's the highest developmental disorder in the US. It's about 1 in every 68 children in the US are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder.
And so you have to realize that they're processing at their own pace and less reactive to your pace.
One of the things I see with autism that is a positive more than anything is the way they look at things. They see things differently than we do, and sometimes they see it in a special light.
Well, I think one of the things that I've learned from them is that they're very simple. Like they don't need a lot to be happy. Like in society, we're taught they need money and car and a home to be happy. But the one thing I've learned from them is that you just need love and people around you that care about you to be happy.
What I love about school is the teachers explain you very well. They help you to teach you to be good at it.
Also, it's the outlook that they have. They have a different outlook on life, and depending on the autism, they like different things. Some are very good at math, some are very good at the arts, some love music. They have a brilliant mind. They remember things that you and I won't remember.
Riley's autism has brought us all a lot closer, and I think made not only us, but also the rest of my family aware of the broad spectrum of autism and how there are so many people affected by it.
I had a brother that was autistic. He was actually Asperger's. He had Asperger's autism. And basically it affected us tremendously. It affected everybody in my family. It actually affected me as a child a lot, but more than anything it affected my mother and my father. And when he was young, there was no such thing as a diagnosis for autism. He was diagnosed as schizophrenic. It's impacted my life tremendously because since I grew up as a young man thinking that my brother was insane or schizophrenic, it affected me, and it helped me with myself when later on in life I understood what autism was, and I understood what had happened to him in the past.
Shocked and heartbroken at first because I really didn't understand what was all involved in autism. I only really saw one side of it.
Yeah, it really is kind of difficult for me because I'm usually by myself most of the time, because the thing is, I don't really know of how to interact or get people's attention. So that's why I always get quiet.
What makes people special? Everyone is special. No matter whether there is a genetic disorder, whether they are above and beyond talented.
To me, the only distinction I make between people is good versus evil, good versus bad.
There's this saying that my major professor had, and I kind of adopted it, and it's everyone's a unique snowflake just like you.
For me, being special means being yourself. Because we're all different people, we're all unique in our own ways.
Not tied up in a box, not being within four walls, being able to come out and be yourself and be different. And to be different is to be okay, you know. And these children, they have this thing that they don't care what people think about them or how they view them sometimes. They sometimes live in their own world, and it's okay because they're remarkable, you know, and they're special. And the word means everything.